Welcome, everybody. It is Mork Borg night at the Adventure Archive. How is it going? Good evening. May it be a bloody and dark evening. Hopefully you're ready for that. Harga is not doing so hot. She's got 1 hit point. How is the chat doing? Are you feeling evil tonight? Hopefully you are. You don't see us. Are you sure? I see myself. Hey, Iron Fella.
What's up,
Welcome,
Iron?
man. I saw you join the Discord last night. Glad you could make the stream. We are great. So tonight, as always, I'm joined with Jess playing Nagel, Ryan playing Nifel, Ducky playing Abhorred Denies the Flesh, a name too long, it almost won't fit on the screen, Janelle as Harga, and we are playing... This is like Arc 2 of Mork Borg, I guess. And the series is called Gorge. And this is episode 2 in that series, called Prey to Escape. Will they be prey? Let's find out. So some quick shout outs before we begin. First and foremost, none of what you're seeing would be possible without the amazing coding skills of McGlintlock on the Mork Borg forums. He's actually on our Discord as well. He created this Foundry system, so it's unofficial. It's amazing. He's updating it frequently. He also has a really cool random weird item generator. There's like characters, items, traits. You could do a lot of character creation with him at glumdark.com. He's got a Patreon on there that allows you to unlock even more tables. It's just $1 a month, so... If you need some random tables in your life, feel free to support him. And then also Heimat der Katastrophe, a little dungeon synth label out of Milan, Italy. The soundtrack you're listening to is composed by Noel, who is a part of that collective. So thank you for letting us use the amazing music. Speaking of which, they just have 3 brand new releases. So go check out their Bandcamp page if you want to support them. You can get the entire discography of like 80 albums for like $70 or something like that. So it is cool. So any other shout outs we need to do? Who do we have in the chat? I think I saw Gilded Steph in there. Cersei here yet? But Cersei has a new book coming out. I believe it's July 9th. It's a choose your own adventure book. I wish I remembered the title. Ryan, do you remember the title?
I wish I remembered literally any part of my day most days.
Okay, what a bleak start to a bleak game. So I will find
Ryan
it.
has become his character.
I know, he's becoming his character. It is called Tomb of the Everstar Sisterhood. Okay, you beat me to it. Yeah. But it looks really goddamn cool. It's got a lot of nice black and white illustrations, which are very reminiscent of Mork Borg. And awesome cover art as well. So looking forward to that. I think that's it. Do we have anything else? Any other announcements we want to talk about?
That I can think of.
Oh, Cersei's there. There he is. Sorry, man. I should have been better prepared. Okay, so last time on Mork Borg, these 4 characters, they emerged from Graven Tosk, which is a mysterious graveyard, immense graveyard at the very center of the Sarkash forest in Tveitland. I don't know if I said that correct, but that is the region of the dying world that it exists in. They just barely escaped, having woken up there. Confronted a strange merchant who dealt in some very interesting goods. Some of them traded parts of their very souls for some items, and some received apparently some missing parts of their souls in exchange for an item. Oh, he's on. McGlintlock's on. And then they made their way because they were ravenous. They were tired and weary, and Especially Harga and Nagel know that the Sarkash is not really any place you want to spend the night out in the open. So they found this ruined tower out in the middle of the woods, and a creepy old man, a crazy old man, was shouting at them from a second-story window, demanding that if they would like to enter his tower for safety, they must give him something of the grave because he knew where they came from. So they exchanged some things and were allowed entrance. And this man they found, he was caged. And I have this cool module. I know it should be normal, but let's see if this shows up. Show players? Yeah. This is the man I never showed you. So this is the guy who is in the cage. They never asked his name, so I'm not going to say it quite yet. And anyway, he informed the players that they are cursed. The stench of the dead, as Drow likes to say. Smells like the dead. And anyway, he gave them these strange little necklaces, these charms that were supposedly going to protect them from this group of people who were hunting their kind in exchange, to bring them back to necromancers, cultists, some kind of just creepy, high-paying royalty. And while they slumbered for the night, in a place where Nifel was just not going to have it, he was not going to spend the night in a hallway with an open window to the wilderness, or an open door to the wilderness, or an open wall, I should say. I believe it was Abe who was violently awoken with a rope around his neck, dragged out into the forest. And Nagel and Harga quickly woke up and went to his aid, only to find these hooded figures, as well as their vicious hounds, out for their blood. And then they heard the old man shriek for them to get inside, and so they followed down, slamming the door to the hallway just before the dog made it through. So this is where we begin. They were out for Abe, yeah. But Abe has the most hit points of anybody.
Not for long. Right now.
Not for long. I know. We'll see what happens. Yeah. 11 double digits. I'm really amazed. And poor Harga only has 1 hit point left. So I think I need to change the tune. This is a little bit low energy. I wish I'd want more than one battle track for this soundtrack, but that's all I got. All right, there we go. Okay. So, yeah, the Karen wig, that was the best part of the night, I think. Quick draw on the on the snap lens there. Okay. So, you guys dash in, slamming the door behind you, finding this old man down in his cage. He's still hovering above the floor, though. He's not quite at ground level. What do you guys do? He beckons you closer. What do you guys do as you're catching your breath? Harga dashed to the fireplace, it looked like.
What are those? What are they?
Oh, I got shit. I didn't listen to his voice. I gotta think of his voice. Alright, it might take me a minute to get his voice down.
I got that clip. You got the clip in the Discord.
I know, right? I gotta jump my jaw out a little bit here. Bless Harga, yes. Oh, we got a bless from Sursa.
Thank you.
Okay. Let us bless Harga.
Blesses in the chat. Blesses in the chat.
Yeah, let's get some blesses in the chat. All right, Harga.
We gotta get an Omen emote now that we can switch them out.
Oh yeah.
Good idea. I can make one. Okay. Let me update this overlay really quick here. Hopefully it's this one. Let's see. 3, 2, 4. Perfect. Okay.
They are the ones who hunt you. The ones I warned you about. It makes no sense, no goddamn sense why they're here. Silas gave me those charms. His work is impeccable. Impeccable! What did you do? Were you prowling out in the night?
Look at Abe.
I was asleep.
Asleep?
Thanks, man. So yeah, he's just kind of in this cage, about 8 feet off the ground, hands pressed to it, just kind of hissing through the small bar, the narrow bars.
These things are fucking useless. I rip the thing off my neck and throw it up at the cage.
Okay, he kind of staggers back in the cage.
Huh? Impossible! Something else must be afoot.
Maybe it's the hole in your fucking wall.
He has nothing to say to that.
How many did you see? Quickly, tell me.
Oh, 2, and they're mutts.
The mutts. Nothing else, you are sure? You saw nothing else?
Anything else?
What are you expecting us to see?
Something that can track you here. They were not supposed to track you. Not with those items. However, you painted-faced boy, you took yours off. Now they will find you even sooner. Quick!
Reach in towards that scroll again. Just have my hand on it.
Okay. You do so. All right, as you guys are sitting here just arguing back and forth, you hear the dog that you shut the door on growling and clawing at the door. But that's all you hear. Other than that, it's silent.
Does it look like the door will hold?
Yeah, it looks like it's made out of these pretty hefty logs, and they run vertically the length. And he has some kind of locking mechanism or ability to lock these doors. That's one thing you guys have noticed, is that while you're here, and especially when he let Nifel into that northern area, he was hearing clicks, so you guys know he can lock these.
That person you mentioned gave you the necklaces. Where's he?
I have not spoken with him for some time. He's in a small village north of here called Humstadt.
And Harga, you recognize this name, actually. You've actually sold some of your goods there. Not you personally. You've made trips there, let's say. But you've mostly kind of stayed away, had that other guy do the middle. He's the middleman for you. You do know it's a very small settlement, a village with just a creek running through it. Only about 5 or 6 homes. That's about it. So you've heard of it.
But I don't recognize the person's name.
No, Silas doesn't sound familiar. But it is, it's probably about... Actually, why don't you roll me a presence check, just so you can see if you can orient yourself. Because the Sarkash is vast.
11?
11, yeah, okay. So, you feel like it's about a day's travel north of here to get there.
And it is very early morning currently.
Yeah, it's very early. Even though the sunlight doesn't look much different than darkness. Ever. Heavy cloud cover all the time, gray skies.
Where does he live?
Silas? I haven't spoken to him in years. Perhaps the efficacy of these charms has worn off.
When was the last time you interfaced with someone who came from the graveyard?
Oh, maybe a week ago, I think. I fear the graveyard is getting full, so there are many to exit it, so to speak.
So as you guys are standing here, you hear actually now a shout.
Roderick! We know you have them in there. Who the hell is that?
And he cranks himself up, disappearing into darkness. And you hear him presumably shouting out of his window.
Who are you? You know who I am. I am here for them. They smell fresh. Fresher than ever. You should not have been able to track them, you fool. We had a deal. The tower is mine, the forest is yours. No more deal.
Yeah, Arnold, exactly.
So
It's
let's
kind of
go,
a
we have to get to the chopper.
Germanic setting, I guess. Yeah, Arnold is after you guys. Get down. I am here for your bodies. All right, so anyway, he comes back down. He ratchets himself back down, cranks himself back down.
This isn't right. This isn't right. They shouldn't have been able to find you. They've never come this close.
Who are they?
The ones who seek you.
There
My
are some ones
charms.
who take a shit, but who are they?
I told you they're the ones who seek the cursed ones to sell them to the cultists, necromancers, what have you. Your bodies are worth much coin in your state. Alive or dead makes little difference.
And you distract them while we get away.
Perhaps.
So he cranks himself.
First,
What's
how do
up?
we get out? How do we get out? Step one.
As I told your friend here, there's always more than one exit. North. I wouldn't go west if I were you. Things might go boom. Things might go aflame. There's always east, but there's a dog scratching at the door.
Oh, this is. And she slowly starts shuffling that way.
Which way are you going?
I'm gonna wait next to the northern door.
All right. So as you go there, it clicks open. Well, it clicks unlocked, so you have access. Are you guys gonna head out that way, or?
Well, I've been in that room, and as far as I remember, there's fucking nothing in there.
So he did tell you that there is a. Oh yeah, you went in there, right? But you didn't look
did.
around. You just saw a pile of hay, a bed of hay.
Yeah, and like a bench or something against the wall.
Okay. Well, so what would you guys want to do as you stand in front of this door? You start to hear a boom to the south. Here. On this iron door.
Arca goes through the door.
And you start to hear the clatter of wood coming from this direction. Okay, so you head up north. And you see a pile of hay, and there's a small desk, empty.
I start trying to pull the desk.
All right, you
away.
pull the desk away. It's very light, and there's just a wall behind it.
Are there any windows?
There are no windows.
Start kicking
What
at
about
the
the
hay.
hay?
All right, you guys kick the hay, and sure enough, there is a small hatch underneath. And when you open it, it leads down into a dark tunnel.
Yep.
Do you
Oh, God.
do you crawl into the dark tunnel?
Is it one metric Hargo
I
wide?
was gonna ask how many Hargas.
She can squeeze through. It's a very tight fit. Harga has to elongate herself. She has to suck in a little bit, but she's able to shimmy on down. She might not want to go first. You don't want to clog the drain, but
Jump on my shoulders.
You can push from behind. Now go, woman.
okay. So is this the marching order?
Hargo go first. I'll go second.
Okay.
I can go last to make sure that like hay falls when we close the door, like onto the door.
So Harga, you pop out, and I'm gonna say though you're peeking out of a. Actually, let me move the GM token so the stream can see. So you peek out of this, almost like a very small well. It's like a bunch of stacked stones, and you see the forest as you peek your head over the top. You also see a cloaked man with a hound.
Does it appear like they've noticed us?
Not yet. So, are you going to just remain there, or are you going to do anything else? And then I'll move on down the line.
Do they appear to be moving or just?
They're kind of
Stationary.
surveying right now. You're kind of surprised the dog doesn't see you. And it's actually extremely odd that the dog doesn't notice you right now.
Wait, scooch back down. I'm like, we need a distraction. They're right outside. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can stage whisper just a touch louder.
Yeah. No, remembered that.
Yeah, yeah.
outside.
Big, can you pet the dog moment? Yes.
I have a femur. Will the dog chase the femur?
I don't know. You could try. But currently, Harga is sort of blocking the hole.
Plugging it.
Plug in the hole.
Yeah. Here, hand it forward. Come on.
All right. Before I go in the hole, I'm gonna squeeze past everybody.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna pick up that stupid necklace and stick it in my pocket. Slam the door behind me.
You like kind of stomping.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Make sure that guy's not there anymore. Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you go back and do that. What, Nagel, Abe, are you guys doing anything? As you're, did you guys enter this tunnel to get out?
I was waiting to see what because she started backing up, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Came back to where you guys were, so I could tell you about the dog.
Okay. Okay. So what are you guys doing?
Hand me the femur.
All right, so yeah, I'll hand her the femur.
Okay.
Take the femur.
You look a bit worse for wear. Should you be the first out there?
Well, I'll die regardless.
I can go first if you want.
Might as well be useful.
Mr. 11 hit points is going out first.
Insane.
Okay. So you guys are switching orders. Harga going back in. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Abe's
Yes,
going
sir.
out.
Well,
All right. What's up?
Yeah, let's I'll go after Abe and then Harga and then Nego can bring up the rear so that Harga is kind of protected in the middle. We need
Okay.
her potions.
Yeah. Do you have any potions, Harga, that you can?
Oh yes, I have
Drink?
new potions. New day. One that is beneficial for us, and 4 that are harmful to others.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But poison needs to be imbibed somehow, right?
I don't know. What does the poison say? What did you get?
It is red poison. It just says toughness DR12 or negative D10 hit points.
Negative D10? Holy shit. Yeah, I think you'd have to administer that somehow. I think you could probably get creative with it. There's no hard rules for it, so.
Okay. So everybody knows. Like grapple him. Shove him around.
Okay.
Could we cover the femur in it? Or with it?
Ooh. Brilliant idea. We covered a femur in one of the poisons. I'm gonna delete that.
Oh, nice. Look at this. Ingenuity.
Thinking
Okay.
outside the box.
So you dump the poison onto the femur.
Makes it tasty.
Mmm, tasty. So Abe, now that you have this doused femur, what are you gonna do?
I don't know how to mark here on Foundry, but I'm gonna attempt to throw it at that tree closest to my left.
If you hit X.
Ooh.
So this guy right here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, why don't you give me an agility? You're trying to aim, I guess.
Preemptively.
No,
blessing
sorry,
it.
not agility. Give me a presence, or if you're just trying to hurl it as far as you can, just give me a strength.
I'll do presence.
Presence? Okay, so let's see how keen your aim is here.
I'm gonna use my omen and reroll that.
All right, use your omen and re-roll that. Okay. Oh.
Can I use an
Yeah,
omen
yeah. If you guys can.
for him to reroll?
A lot of these omens, you can use them on other people too. It's not just for you. So yeah, if you would like to. Oh, evil Andy, in with the omen. Who is the omen for, Andy? For Ducky. Okay, I don't have to change the overlay. Sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for saving the housekeeping. Okay. So, do you want to use an omen, Jess?
Yes.
For him to re-roll?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I can't believe you rolled a 1. Okay. So, go ahead and... there's a roll. All right. So, let me...
I thought that was another one.
Oh, man. I know.
Here's 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So, Ducky, you mentally fumble, but then something compels you to try again and yet again. And you hurl this femur across the grass right over here. And indeed, the dog goes for it. And this shadow, this hooded man, he looks to see what the dog, because he didn't notice anything, and he starts to kind of go over. And he has one of those, that noose, similar that you were already wrangled with. And what is the effect of this this poison again? It's a DR what?
DR12. Toughness.
DR12 toughness or
Negative D10 HP.
and if he passes, there's no effect.
That's all it says. It's just that.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna roll a D20. Okay. So this dog is munching down on this bone, and this guy he's kind of looking over. Why don't you roll me a D10? Holy shit! Dang, look at that. This dog just instantly collapses. And just fluid of a very dark color, you see this ducky just starts coming out from every orifice. Even its skin starts bubbling up. And pustules are growing and bursting. So, yeah. And you see this guy, he's very distracted. He's kind of stepping back once he sees this, looking around. Are you trying to be particularly stealthy, Ducky, or are you just kind of like a gopher sticking your head up?
Trying to be stealthy.
Okay. So why don't you roll me a presence? I want to see if he's going to locate you while he's looking around. Okay, he does not, because I'm giving him a negative to that. Okay, so I guess what we can do now, let me just put you guys in initiative order because it seems like we're clearly getting into something resembling combat. So here we go. I'll just put... Oh, I don't want to rotate you guys. Alright, so combat. And then let me see if my... Oh, it worked! McGlintlock fixed it. I could roll group initiative, or like monsters go first, or players go first. And what did we get? Player characters begin. So everybody roll your initiative in the combat tracker. And this is the order in which we will proceed. Okay, Abe. You hurl this femur out. Dog munches on it. Dies a horrible death. You're itching to get out or go back in. I don't know. What would you like to do?
Are y'all behind me in this tunnel?
Yeah, I'll move them out onto the map once they exit. So they're currently in the darkness, I guess.
Okay. Do we want to fight them or do we want to try to sneak away?
In no condition to fight.
Agreed. We should sneak into the forest.
Yes.
And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attempt to sneak into the forest up here.
All right, why don't you roll me a presence check?
Presence doesn't like me today.
Remember, you can bless. Okay. You successfully creep your way across this open area, and he doesn't seem to notice you. So Nefel, looks like you're up next. So I'm gonna drop you out. You see what dim light there is reveal itself as Abe scurries across the grass.
So I popped out and I see him.
Yep.
All right. Well then, yeah, I'll just.
You're gonna try to scurry away as well.
Yeah.
All right. If you're gonna try to sneak away. Oh shit. Hang on. Harga is on initiative next. Sorry. So we'll do her first. All right, Harga, go for it.
Presents to try and just
Presents if you want to sneak away, yes.
bless.
Yes, don't forget about the blesses, everybody. Perfect. You just got to
What's
get a
the DR?
12.
How many elements do I have?
Well, are you going to bless it?
Well, if I just decrease the DR by 4.
Okay, you can do that, I guess, if you want
I
to.
think I'll do that. Okay, now I have 1 omen, and I go sneaky sneak.
So you have 1 omen, you make it... Okay, let me subtract your omen. All right. So you do make it to the tree where Abe is. And then who's up next? Let's see. It is Nagel.
Alright, I also want to sneak.
All right. Whoa, you disappeared. What the heck happened? Oh, there you are. Okay, so roll me a presence to try to get out of here.
Okay. I'm gonna bless it.
Oh, we got a bless from Drow.
I need, oh god.
A bless for Nagel. All right, let me,
Thank you, Drow. If I blessed it and I still don't...
You are blessing it, right?
Yeah, I said I would.
Okay. So then you got 1 again. You're back to 1.
Whew, 12.
All right, you make it. So go ahead and move your token across where the group is.
Alright.
All right, Nefel, finally, you're up in initiative. I'm guessing you want to do the same
Alright.
thing, so give me a presence if you would like to sneak across. No, baby.
Oh.
Are you going to use a...
Yeah, I have to use an omen to do a reroll. I can't bless when I do an omen, right?
Correct.
Well, alright.
So you going to use an omen?
Yeah, I have 3 marked down on my sheet because I rolled a 2. What did I? Do I have 3 on the thing? So it would just be 2 now.
On the overlay, you had 2, but I could have been
Yeah.
wrong. Okay.
I think I had 1 left and I rolled a 2 at the start of the day.
All right, then I
So-
will. Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it can just stay.
Oh wait, you mean omens don't stack? So it's like it's what you get per day.
Right. Oh. It doesn't
So like
add
if
to
you
what
had
already
one
have?
omen, I don't believe so. Any Mork Borgians out there, but I believe it's just how many you get per day. I don't know that it stacks. I think it's
Gotcha.
just sort of like whatever you get. But anyway.
Well,
Okay,
I
so
remember 1,
you rolled a 4.
4.
Okay, so as you scurry across, you just like a cliche, you step on a twig, it goes snap. This guy looks right in your direction, starts rushing. Well, let me select the right guy. Starts rushing toward you, and he's able to make it here. And he actually is lashing out with not a sword, that's at his side. He has this noose, and he hurls it over his head at you. Why don't you give me a defense check?
Do I get to take any other actions my turn, or was sneaking all I could do?
Well, you can move, I guess, and then if you wanted to do something else. So if you see this guy coming, are you gonna do anything? Okay. Wait, did you try you tried to
That
will
was
the
me.
power?
Sorry, that was me. Sorry. Press a button.
How many games does it take for her to understand Foundry?
Wow.
All right. So I'll let you if you see him dashing toward you and you want to turn around with an attack or something, I'll let you do that.
Hell yeah. All right. Trying to see what.
Oh,
all
we
these-
got Jax. Thank you. Harga got a bless. Oh, she needs it. Oh no, she doesn't. She's doing well. She's doing great on blesses. But she may need it. She will need it.
All right. Yeah. I whip out a scroll. And I am going to.
Oh, scrolly scroll time. My favorite part.
Yep. And I'm gonna pull out Behold the Power.
Can you explain to the chat what Behold the Power does?
Behold the Power says that D4 creatures deal max damage.
Oh shit. Okay.
So, presence check to see if that works, right?
Correct.
All right, I will bless it preemptively
Okay.
for a 3, and then I will hopefully roll better than my last presence checks. And I'm gonna use an omen to reroll that.
Yep. You gonna bless it? Oh yeah, you can't bless because you're using an omen. Man, these rolls.
And if it was like, and if it was 1 more, I could just use an omen to reduce the DC. But it was a 7.
Yikes.
Come on, give me literally anything here, friend. Come on, dice.
There you
Alright.
go. There you go. All right, so use an omen, so you are down to 1. Okay. So why
And
don't you roll me
then-
how many creatures are going to do max damage? So presumably that's just on their next attack, right? That's what it says?
That's all it says is they deal max damage. I don't know.
Okay, so
Of
only
course.
1. So who among you would you like to deal max damage?
I'm gonna say Horde denies flesh.
Okay.
'Cause he's next in initiative.
All right, so we will remember that. But before that happens, we are
Need that
moving
defense check.
down. Yeah. So I need a defense check from you as this character actually swings this cowboy style, this lasso over his head. Abe has seen this before. He knows what happens.
Is there
There's no
attack
damage whatsoever. No damage.
Okay. And it's a DR12,
Correct.
so it's just a DR. So it's a DR10 or a DR14 because I have that stinky breath.
Oh, on all defense checks?
That's what it says. Let me check. Let me just double check.
Yeah, so you get
my obituary. It says smell of decay. Test to defend against attacks of a +2 bonus due to the gut-wrenching stench of my rotten mouth.
So that means you just add 2 to your die roll.
Okay.
Same difficulty rating, but you just add 2 to your die roll. So
So it's a 12, and then I'll just
yeah, it's
add
still
2.
12. Yeah.
What are these fucking rolls?
Oh
dude?
man. Okay.
Jesus
Even your
fuck.
horrible rotten breath doesn't do it, and he. So you take 0 damage. However, you now have this lasso around your neck, and you start to feel your strength wither. And he begins to pull you back. Not enough time. So then next, you see another figure emerge from the shadows behind the stone wall, and another. But that is about as far as they can go. They too have these nooses. Okay, nooses. Is that correct? Plural. Okay. Next is. And also, a dog begins moving forward. One of the hounds.
He doesn't want to eat the bone.
That's a good point. I like that. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's say he goes over and investigates it. And you know what? Why don't you roll me a presence to see how amazing this potion was? To see if it's going to lure him over, even though it wasn't like a game of fetch. So give me a presence. If you succeed, you succeed. Okay. You still blessed it? You still blessed it? Okay. All right. So, I will take you down to 4 blesses. Well played.
Tasty bone.
Okay, he
You sure
goes
that's-
over to munch down on this thing. Let's see what happens to him. He fails. So, why don't you roll me a d10 and see how much poison is left on this femur.
I'm poisoned.
Oh my god. Okay. Again, bursting with pustules, fluid coming out of every orifice, and this dog collapses. You can barely see it. But he is dead. That's awesome. Okay, so next up is Abe. What would you like to do as you see these hooded figures rushing toward you with their brandishing their nooses? That just sounds weird to me.
I'm going to go for the one that has Ryan here and go for his arm. See if I can sever it with my short sword.
Go for it.
And what's the target's armor?
He has D2. He's wearing leather underneath his cloak that you see.
I'm gonna use my last omen on that.
Okay. I am subtracting your omen. Are you going to re-roll? Is that what you're going to do with it? I guess that's all
Yeah.
you can really do with it.
We'll attempt to and
Okay.
fail.
Oh no. All right, again, you feel the power of something, but it's not enough as you swing and your blade drives into the soil. Next up is Harga. What would you like to do, Harga?
She's going to take another one of her poisons. Uncork it.
Oh shit, she's getting hardcore with these poisons.
She needs to get the fuck out of here. She is going to come up next to Abe
Okay.
and like splash it in his face. Just as like
Okay. What does this poison do?
this is the red poison, the one that just killed 2 dogs.
Oh, okay. So why don't you give me a, since you're trying to aim for his face, why don't you give me a presence check?
Bless.
Oh, shit. Okay, you
I still
blessed
said I
it.
blessed
You
it.
still said you blessed. Okay.
Okay.
You have 3 left. All right, so why don't you hurl this into this liquid, this brackish liquid into this man's face. Oh, and I gotta roll his check. So here we go. Fail. So how much damage does he take as this poison seeps into his mouth and his nose?
6 damages.
6. Okay. He kind of grasps at his face as if just it's like peeling off, and he starts just raking his fingers over it, and he stumbles back.
Does he let go of the noose?
Oh, that is right. He does. The noose drops out of his hand. So you are free. However, you do feel, again, like you feel like it's draining your strength. So actually, I'm going to roll morale for this guy because he got fucked up. Let's see what he does. Okay, he's still standing firm. All right, so next up, do you want to do anything else, or is that it?
No, I tried to run, like, probably this far away.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Nagel, what would you like to do as this hooded figure starts to die on Harga's poison?
I guess I'll run over here, kind of where Harga, close to Harga, and take out my crossbow and try to shoot it at the guy.
Okay, go for it.
And he has 1d2 armor.
Yeah, D2. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right, how would you like this bolt from your crossbow to end this man?
Oh,
I guess just through the face.
I guess just through the face. Okay. All right, so this bolt just like goes into his eye, lodges into his skull, and with that that momentum, he just falls over backward. Okay, would you like to do anything else?
Wait, okay, I wanted to go through his head, like make him fall backwards. So like it goes all the way through this way, and then he falls backwards on it, it goes back through.
Oh.
And then he slips back down.
Nice.
That's fun.
Makes
little
a
bit
makes
of
a
drama.
gushy sound, a wet sound.
Like a whap, possibly.
Oh, you fell for the bait. Okay. Yes, like a whap. All right. Next up is Nefel. So this man drops. Bolt whizzes by your head, taking him down. These other hooded figures are approaching. What would you like to do?
Can I just pry that noose off and bolt out of there?
Yeah. So
And
you
then
wanna-
he still gets max damage on the next time he gets an attack, right? Like, it doesn't say like on the next attack, or he just like what is? So I know for the future what.
Yeah,
what
there's
exactly
no-
does this spell do?
there's
It
no
literally
duration,
just says
right?
yeah, D4 creatures deal max damage. So that's up to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I would say it just it's indefinite until he uses it.
Okay, so it's just like on the next hit he'll deal max damage.
Yep. Regardless if
Okay.
it's like 2 nights from now, 1 night from now, whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna say there's like an actual limit to it.
And I book away.
Okay. You book away. All right, this guy moves up to you, Abe. And he again throws out his noose. I need you to give me a defense check. It's 0 damage. Okay, you just you dodge successfully, and he pulls the noose back, but he holds his ground. Same thing with this one. He steps over the body of his comrade. I need you to give me another defense check.
in a row.
Holy shit! You get a free
Hit him
attack.
with your sword. Hit him with your sword.
Dang, and max damage.
Oh. Yes. Okay.
So-
And max.
Well, it is max damage, right?
Yeah. So pick
What-
your beefiest beef boy.
Yeah. What is your you're using his sword, right?
Yeah, short sword.
So it's a D6.
D4.
D4. Okay. So he, you cut him deeply. You just dodge out of the way and then stab forward. And I'm gonna roll some morale for him because he, man, okay, he's still standing there, confident. And then next up is, where's this guy at? Oh, he's way over here. Okay. So you see another one emerge, but that's about as far as you can get. Okay, Abe, you are up next. The rest of your party is fleeing. You are faced with 2 men, another one coming for you. What would you like to do?
Is that noose that was around Ryan's neck, is that still on the ground?
Yep.
I'm going to, with my sword in the other hand, I'm going to attempt to use the noose.
You're going
on
to try to
one of them
pick it
bring them
up
to
and
me.
swing it at one of these guys?
Yeah.
Which guy?
The one right here.
That guy? Okay. Why don't you give me a attack roll? Well, I guess give me a okay, so you're not too handy with this rope. So, are you gonna bless it, or I mean not bless it, but omen it at all?
I don't have any omens.
Oh, no
so-
omens. Okay, so you you swing and it just kind of like just misses his head. Actually, pretty terribly. Are you gonna move at all, or are you just gonna stay there?
Oh yeah, I'm sprinting.
Okay. Okay. So why don't you guys?
Ducky got an omen.
Oh, Ducky got an omen. Thank
Oh,
you
thank you.
very much. I will update that right now.
Literally the only reason we're still alive.
Yes. Okay, so what I would like you guys to do, if you're trying to exit combat and just run and run and run, I want you guys to all roll me a presence check to see if you're able to lose these curse hunters.
Bless.
And you guys can do like a group one if you want, and then
Sure, we'll use that one.
and let's just see what you get. So Harga Bless, you got 19, 12. Yeah, you guys, that's fine. 50% succeeds. Okay, so you guys make it into the forest of Sarkash, heading north. Is that what? Yeah, I guess you are heading north. So you heeded the word of the old man. Okay. I can move you to another map. Why not? Okay. Let me move your tokens on the board. And mine as well. Actually, let me get a more ominous tune here. There we go. Okay, so you guys successfully flee from the tower, from your pursuers. You are deep in the Sarkash forest. Heavy clouds coast over you, just barely visible through the dark treetops. What would you like to do?
Put the damn necklace on. And she looks at Nifel.
No.
Oh wait, Drow, I got a cool map coming.
If they were not supposed to find us and know that we were there, maybe this necklace is a ruse. Maybe it's actually what they're using to track us.
They didn't see me when I poked my head out. They should have.
Also, I don't think he would willingly invite trouble to his home.
I'm not saying he knew. This Silas fellow, or whatever his name is, could have deceived him.
Yeah, the old man told you of an acquaintance of his he hasn't seen in some time named Silas. And he lives north in a town that Harga is familiar with. She's been there maybe once or twice, but it's been a very long time. Small village nestled in this dark forest with a creek running through the center.
Oh, let's continue north at least.
Okay, so you guys are just going to keep heading north? Okay.
Try to.
All right, why don't everybody roll me a presence check as you make your way through the Sarkash north. Okay. You guys make it a few hours undisturbed. The sun is as bright as it's ever going to be, which isn't very bright at all. And while you're doing this, you see a white glint, kind of somewhat buried beneath some leaves near you. It's very stark against the black soil and the dark grass. And it looks small from what you can see. However, there could be more of it beneath the leaves and foliage.
Guess we check it out. Cautiously.
Okay. So, who's gonna go check it out? Is everybody checking it out, or one of you guys checking it out?
I'll check it out.
Archive
Okay.
sits down. A decent ways away.
Okay, so you go over and inspect it, and it's pretty it curiously looks like clay or porcelain or something like that from where you're looking at it. And you can tell me if you're picking it up. I'm guessing you're just looking at it right now on the ground, close up to it.
Yeah. I guess I'll try to brush some leaves back and see, get a better look, maybe pick it up.
Okay. So when you brush the leaves back, you are assaulted with a foul smell. It smells like rotting flesh. And you do see that it is essentially a fractured piece of porcelain. And there's this black goo kind of oozing out from underneath it. So it just looks like a shard of porcelain that's broken off of something else.
It's like poop under it.
It could be. It's not any kind of poop you've ever seen or witnessed. I don't know. I mean, maybe Nagel has some crazy toilet stories, so possible.
Things get weird in the cave.
Things get weird in the cave.
Well, I probably don't want to touch it. It smells super bad. Can I grab like a stick and try to like flip it over or something?
Yeah. So you easily find a twig and you turn it over. And you can see that the other side, poke the poo drow. You see the other side is just covered with this black goo. And the smell becomes much more intense when you do so.
Okay, I'm gonna call Harga over.
She groans when she gets up.
I'm gonna point at it with the stick and just be like, "Do you recognize this substance? I know you. You are well versed in many different liquids."
And through her watering eyes, she'll take a good look at it. Does she recognize anything about this?
So why don't you roll me a presence check? And let's see what Harga learns, if anything at all. Okay, so you inspect this thing, and it's very porous on one side, and this, when you pick it up, this fluid kind of sticks to it, and you do feel that while it does smell like rotting flesh, it does not appear to be. And you sense something, somewhat of a life force inside of it. Very, very minuscule. But that's all you gather. This isn't normal black goo, basically.
Nifel, do you have an experience with releasing souls?
No. I do not.
Interesting. I'd like use a stick or my short sword and try to uncover more of it to try and figure out what this used to be.
So you're just trying to use your sword to move away some of the leaves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something wrong.
Yeah, you don't find anything. This seems to be the only fragment. But what's strange, you do notice, is that as you uncover some of the, you move some of the just damp and rotting leaves, the grass where this thing was is greener than the surrounding grass.
Let's grab some.
I'm gonna dig in the
That's
ground below it,
Mm-hmm.
like up to the side where the green begins, and then
Okay.
down below, and try and see if there's any difference in like the plant matter or if the soil seems to be nourished or anything.
There doesn't seem to be. The only difference you notice is that the grass is a little bit more robust and healthy looking. The soil is as black as you've ever seen in the Sarkash. It doesn't seem out of the ordinary. And you can see some roots just kind of, coming out of the sod.
Well, if I die, it was nice knowing you.
Oh, man. What are you going to eat it?
No, she's just gonna take a finger and touch it
Okay.
and then just rub it on the back of her hand.
Okay. You do so, and it feels, you feel like a chill over your body. Through your flesh down to your bones, essentially. And you immediately want to toss this thing away because it's very unsettling.
No, I won't be. No. And she sets it back down on the thing. I want nothing to do with this. No.
Okay. Okay. So is anybody else doing anything? Or are you guys going to stop to rest? Or are you just going to proceed north?
Does there look to be any like okay place to rest?
I mean, the Starcash it's very there's trees everywhere. There doesn't seem to be a distinct path. But both you and Harga are familiar enough with this land to attempt to locate a place that might be safe. If you would like to try.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't both you guys, or one of you guys, why don't you roll me presence with advantage? Whoever wants to do it. So you can roll just 2d20.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
And you can bless it if you want.
Wait, 2d20?
Yeah, I like advantage. So you can just type. There you go. Okay. So you do find you do find an area, and conveniently you find some kind of lower ground nestled up against this cliff. It's very, very shadowed. There's tree roots growing about it. You can see you guys could probably stay undetected there for some time if you wish.
Okay. I'm going to suggest we go over there.
Okay.
Take a little rest.
Yeah. So the map really is just kind of just reference. It's not necessarily like representing any kind of physical space. So you guys can do whatever you want. So you guys like doing a breather, or are you going to try to do, 8 hours, or you guys haven't been traveling that long? I'd say maybe like half a day.
Just a breather.
Just a breather? Okay.
Or I vote. Just a breather.
So then, if you would like, you can roll a d4 while you guys catch your breath, have a drink.
Good.
Did everybody roll? Yes, Nagel, Harga.
This is D4 hit
Abe
points.
doesn't need anything. Yeah, it's D. Yeah, Abe doesn't need anything. Nifel doesn't need anything. You guys are all maxed. Okay. Okay, so you guys hang out. Do you guys have any food? Or water or anything?
Abe's got the soil.
2 pieces.
Abe's
of dry
good.
food.
Abe's good.
Didn't
I do
somebody
have
grab a
have
rat?
hunting rules if anyone would like to hunt for game. For food.
Do
Up to you.
have a crossbow.
Okay, and like I said, you guys are definitely. You guys are just still ravenous. You guys are extremely hungry. It's almost painful, and it seems to be getting worse as you continue on north.
Maybe I'll try to hunt.
You want to try to hunt?
I guess.
All right. I've always wanted to try these Mork Borg hunting rules. And I swear that I did not set this up on purpose. There's rules called eat, pray, kill. So it's perfect. Okay.
Sure.
Let me pardon me while I grab the PDF.
Do you want to go to break and we'll come back?
Oh, it is break time. Yeah, let's do a break, everybody, so I'm not completely boring. All right, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We will be back with more Mork Borg. Thanks for tuning in.
You can stop the apocalypse.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back from our break. Thank you for joining us. We are playing Mork Borg, if you're just now here. It looks like we've got 15 great people in the chat. How has everybody been? We have found our players. They have escaped this tower, running away from these curse hunters who want to sell their flesh for a precious coin. Or maybe eat it themselves. Who knows? They almost escaped without a trace, but unfortunately, who was it that stepped on the twig? Was it Twig? Was it Nifel? He's so used to stomping angrily that it's hard for him to sneak around. And that alerted some of these curse hunters. They initiated combat, but they expertly dispatched 2 of the hounds with a poisoned femur bone and made their way out. And I believe, Abe, I think you got one of their noose, right? The noose they dropped?
I did.
Okay, so I might as well tell you what that noose does. So on a successful attack, basically the person caught in the noose loses 1 strength per round or per turn, and then until they get to 0, and then they kind of just drop to their knees and sort of just incapacitated. So every round they can try to successfully make a strength check to get it off. But yeah, it's temporary too, by the way. So it's not like permanent modifier loss. Okay. So that's what you found. And another thing these players found while they're lurking through the Sarkash, trying to find this village in the north, they noticed a small piece of what appeared to be porcelain. When they inspected it, found some black goo on the other end. Harga determined that there is something just not very ordinary about this goo. It's imbued with some kind of evil life, I guess, let's say, but she couldn't identify completely, just knew it wasn't poop like Nagel thought it might be, despite the fact that it's smelling like it did. So anyway, they found a place to rest, catch their breath, have a drink. However, their bellies are still rumbling. They are still ravenous. And so I believe they have determined they would like to try to find some wild game to fill their bellies. So whoever is going to do this, I just need a successful presence check from you. Standard difficulty rating of 12. To track down an animal.
Okay.
And that's Nagel's doing it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Is anybody coming with her, or are you kind of letting her go off on her own?
I'll kind of hang in the general area.
Okay.
Not really, like...
Yeah, just keeping an eye on her, basically. Not like hanging out by
Yeah.
her side, but not interfering with her hunting prowess.
I don't want to go too far. If I
Okay.
can help it.
Yeah, so the map right now, it's not really representative of actual places, so you don't need to move your token or anything. But as you're kind of, crunching around in the leaves, as quietly as you can, shouldering low-hanging branches, you hear the sound of hoofbeats. And as you proceed further, closer to them, you find... Where are they? Here they are. Two horses. So black, it's almost difficult to see them in the gloom. They seem to be feeding on the grass. That is what you find. Large animals, plenty of meat to be had. However, do you proceed, or do you look for smaller game?
I kind of was hoping to look for like a squirrel or a rabbit, maybe.
Okay, so you want to, they do look quite delicious, but you are welcome to leave these horses behind and try to find something else. Do you want to do that? Or do you want to...
Yeah.
Okay. So you leave the horses behind. And let's see here. Why don't you roll me a... Why don't you roll me a D8? Or actually, sorry, roll me another presence.
Okay.
Are you going to use an omen or anything, or leave it as rolled?
No, I'm not gonna use an omen.
You're what?
No, I won't use an omen.
Okay. So you're scrounging around and you hear some things. You go after them, but you don't quite catch them. They seem to just always be out of reach. But after some time, you do find a, let's see, 7. You do find a couple of rabbits.
Okay. I want to try to shoot them.
Okay. Why don't you give me an attack roll?
Okay. I assume no armor.
No armor. Armored rabbits! Oh my god!
Does my crossbow break?
Whoa! Okay.
You could use an omen to make it
Yeah,
not
I'll have
happen.
to omen. 'Cause
So you
that's
can,
not
use an
cool.
omen to neutralize a crit or fumble.
Yeah, I'll do
So you're
that.
just gonna use that? Okay.
Yeah. This has gone real
that would have
well.
been sad.
Yeah.
Okay, so you neutralize that. You lose one omen. Are you gonna keep looking, or are you giving up?
I'll keep looking.
Okay. So roll me another D8.
A D8?
Yeah, roll
Okay.
roll me a D8, yeah. Okay. You seem to locate another one of these rabbits. So you make a terrible sound with your crossbow, and they skitter away. But then you end up locating one more.
Okay.
So do you want to attack?
Try again, yeah.
All right, try to attack. Okay. You successfully skewer this rabbit.
Yes.
Now I need you to roll me a D10.
Okay.
Okay, you spear this rabbit, and it doesn't drop.
What?
It turns toward you with eyes that are just blazing white.
Yeah.
And it starts moving toward you.
Oh god.
Monty Python, guys.
Yeah, killer rabbit.
Oh no.
Roll Banicula. So are you going to try
Yeah.
to flee or try to kill it, or what are you going to try to do?
I'm gonna try to hit it again, I guess.
Okay, why don't you roll me an attack roll? Okay, you miss it. It comes at you. It lunges, Monty Python style, and you can see as it leaps through the air, an impossible jump for a rabbit that is live. That is because this rabbit appears to be undead, exposed ribs. It's rotting flesh just kind of like flapping in the breeze. So give me a defense check. This is the saddest hunting story ever.
I know.
It's very
Don't
Mork
hunt
Borg.
in Mork Borg, I guess.
Yeah. You should have done the horses, man.
Yeah. Well, think of this is what the rabbit's doing. Imagine like an undead horse charging at me.
Oh, Evil Andy gave an omen to Jess. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will give an omen.
Sorry, I'm trying to find defense because I can never find it. Okay, there we go. Incoming attack. What is the damage?
Just a D2. Okay, thankfully you tilt back, you roll back just in time to where the top of your armor blocks this undead rabbit. It falls to the ground after just kind of clasping onto it a minute, and you just shake it off. But as this happens, drops to the ground, you hear hoofbeats again. But it's not more than one. Or sorry, it's just one set, it sounds like. It's thundering toward you, much louder than the previous ones. So what we are going to do now, folks, is one thing I love about the Mork Borg community is there is so much amazing third-party content. And the third-party content I've found is a series of encounters, all drawn randomly from a deck of cards. So what I need you guys to do, each one of you guys to roll me a d6. Presumably, yeah, you don't see you hear the sound of the horse. The earth is shaking. So you got a 4, a 5, a 3, and a 6. So that's 9, 12, 18. Woo.
Oh no.
Okay. Let's see what happens here. So emerging between some very dark trees, they're all dark here, is a man on a horse. And this horse is very dark, and it seems to be just almost fleshless, bones peeking out. And at this rider's side, he's wielding what looks like a human spine. And he begins to run straight for you. So the way this is going to work, this entity is going to be pursuing you in your flight. So you can either choose to stay and attack, or you can go through the sequence of random encounters as you try to flee. That is completely up to you. So you guys tell me if you're going to stay and fight or you're going to run.
What do you guys think?
I feel like for Harga's sake, we should run.
I'm a big fan of running, is how I've lived this long.
Okay. So I'm going to draw 18 cards.
I have to do 18 encounters.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So these encounters, it's not like just combat after combat after combat. It's various things. Sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes it's a card where this creature catches you. So we'll see how it goes. I have drawn them, and I will reveal them.
Is this Philip Reed?
No, this is actually. Yeah, I should shout him out on the stream for sure. One sec, let me grab it. But it's cool. Foundry has a card module. I had to manually cut all these cards out and save them as files, but it randomly shuffles and draws. It's pretty cool. So where are we? It is, if anyone wants to go pick this up, because it will work for any game, really. It doesn't have to be a Mork Borg. It is called Escape the Doulahan. It is by Chris Hopper. You can get it on itch. And I guess the Doulahan is a Irish folklore, I believe.
Yeah. Do rah rah rah.
Do rah rah rah. Okay, so you guys are dashing away from this. Maybe I need some faster paced music here. Attack of the Fang Deserter sounds right. So you guys are running through the forest, hoofbeats behind you. Interesting. So you seem to distance yourself after a time, and you stop to catch your breath, and you see something glowing in the foliage again. It does not appear to be a shard, and I will show you guys. How do I show you guys? Do I draw to table? Let's see here. Oh man, how do I show you guys?
I see the cards. Is
You
that what
see
you're...
them?
Yeah, they're in the upper right. They're pink.
Oh, yeah. No. Hang on. Maybe I need to draw to table. Reveal card. There we go. So let me zoom out so everyone can see here. Or shrink it, I guess. I can't zoom out. So, as you guys are catching your breath in the forest, the foot of a great statue juts sideways from the earth. Runes glow silver in the moonlight. Upon investigation, you read them, and you guys get to roll for a sacred scroll.
1d10.
Yes. I probably shouldn't have said anything until you guys actually chose to read it, but whatever. This is a learning experience. A 1. Okay, so you got Sacred Scroll, Grace of a Dead Saint. It is D2 creatures regain D10 hit points each. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
That sounds like something you guys might need.
I have that scroll actually.
Oh, you do? Okay, awesome.
Alright, 2.
All right, so I'm going to discard that one. You guys continue to move forward.
Do we get hit point? Does it activate it? We got hit points returned.
Yeah, do you guys need... Oh, you guys don't need hit points, though.
Parga needs hit points.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it, then. I guess, if... Does anybody need hit points? Just Harga? No?
No.
Then roll, D10. How many do you need?
Oh. You don't have
Just
to see
one.
if it works or it just goes off.
No, it just goes off. I'll just say it activates it, yeah.
D10. Big money.
Perfect!
Shouldn't
That's
have said
exactly
anything.
what you needed.
It's true. Woof.
All right. So as you guys continue, Harga feeling much more invigorated. Still, the hoofbeats behind you in the distance, so you don't want to linger for too long. Next up, you find a path. However, once you get to the end of it, it is just a field of brambled, gnarled thorns, completely covering the way forward. So what I need you guys to do now is roll a d8, and let's see if you're able to pass through these brambles. I will reveal the card. Man, I wish I could zoom out more. Wait, you guys need to do a strength check.
Oh, that you said roll a d8.
Oh, I'm sorry. Strength DR8. Difficulty rating 8. Okay. Oh, who's encumbered? Harga?
Yeah.
Just need one more test. Nagel.
I ditched a bunch of my stuff after McLeod told me how encumbrance works.
Oh, okay.
Wait, which one do I have to roll?
Strength.
Oh, great. Bless. Oh.
Oh, wow. All right, you push through. And make it through these thorny brambles. Okay, so let me get rid of this card. Okay, so you guys make your way forward through these brambles. And all of you see something glint in the ground. It is not porcelain. It is not white. It is a color maybe some of you have never even seen. It is gold. It is glimmering brilliantly. Would you like to go investigate?
I think I know somebody that would probably like to investigate.
No, look at Nifel.
You want to poke it, don't you? With your little needle.
I don't have the needle anymore. But I will poke it.
You poke it and it goes tink. And it unearths itself. And it is actually a single gold coin that you find.
Snatch that up and chuck it in the robes.
That is what you find in the road.
How much silver is the gold worth?
Good question. Everything in Mork Borg is everything in Mork Borg is yeah, the gold coin is not going to attack.
Mimic.
Okay. You guys continue forward through the Sarkash. The sounds of pursuit. Close behind. Oh shit.
Wait, did you tell me how much a silver was worth? A gold was worth?
Let's just say 100.
Damn. Right.
So, as you guys are stomping through the forest, your legs just kind of almost fall through the earth, and you notice that the black soil before you is in fact water. And I need everybody to roll me, and let me share this to the screen so people can see. So you fall into the black, chilling water of a still spring-fed pool that glows with an inner malevolence. Test presence DR12. On a success, you gain +2 maximum hit points. On a failure, you lose D4 hit points permanently.
I haven't rolled a 3 above presence, so this is gonna be great.
I'm gonna
Nope.
go
Bless.
ahead and bless.
Bless.
Yeah, bless them all.
Bless.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Definitely
Holy shit.
blessing.
So Harga gets +2 hit points maximum.
Does that mean my
Abe
current
does
also
as
increases?
well. Nagel does as well. Everybody. Holy shit. Okay, you swim free of this, feeling very invigorated. But man, awesome rolls for that one.
So
Easy.
all of our hit points go up by 2?
Yep, maximum.
Wow.
Do we also reach maximum, or do we stay where we're at?
Yeah. Let's say you reach maximum. Let's say this pool completely heals you. Even though it had a malevolent force, somehow it decided to help you guys out. Okay.
Listen, evil is just
It's relative.
a spectrum. Yeah, it's misunderstood.
Okay.
I'm down to 1 bless.
You're down to what? 1 bless?
1 bless.
Okay.
I just used 1 too.
Same, so I'm down to 0.
Okay.
Ducky rocking on 13 hit points right now.
All right, let me close this one off. Oh, crap. I need to close them all off. Okay, so next, as you guys make your way forward, you hear this violent, this just shrieking coming from the sky. The boughs of the trees are just beating with the wind, and you hear, you see that these skull-like entities are kind of just floating and blocking the moon. And this really has no effect other than I will reveal it so you guys can see. The Slough? I guess that's how you pronounce that? Any Gaelic people in the chat? The Slough block the moon, casting you in complete darkness. When it clears, you find yourself far from the path. So I guess what I could do is, why don't you guys, or why don't we do a group, 50% at least has to succeed. Let's roll presence to see if you can find your way back to the path. Heading back north, otherwise you may get lost. Holy shit! Please tell me some people have some blesses or something, or some... I guess blesses wouldn't help on a 1. 8, 3.
Are double ones?
Double ones.
I think I'm gonna bless mine. Did you see that Harga had a bless?
Oh, I didn't. Harga got a bless. Thank you for the bless. I will add a bless to her right now.
Yeah. Okay, presence. And I'm blessing it if I can.
Oh no.
Four failures with 2 crit fails.
Any
So
crit fail doesn't
last
really matter.
roll, this roll. Last roll, this roll.
I mean,
Could I use an omen to
Yeah,
lower the DR?
yeah. How many? So we have 0 successes.
okay. So theoretically, if we used 2 omens to lower the DR twice, but that
Yeah,
gets the
yeah.
DR
I guess,
to,
I guess I will
6.
allow that. Yeah, I guess I will allow that. If you want to, if each of you want to use 2 omens, then. But would that be enough
Can
success?
Can we use 2 omens in 1 turn?
Well,
I
I'm
have
gonna-
2 omens.
I think what we can do is not like one of each, maybe. Let's just say that. So if one person wants to use an omen and another person wants to use an omen.
I'll use mine.
I'll use mine.
Okay.
Okay. 0.
Might as well. You guys got them.
Heck.
Oh, now you don't have any more, huh?
Nope.
So 0 and 0. Okay, so I will
Are
say
we-
that is successful.
Oh.
What's up?
Nothing. We're trying to use omens.
To not
to-
stray from the path, because if you stray from the path,
Why did we use 2?
because one wouldn't have made it good
It
enough
would have
to
made
succeed.
it so only the 8 succeeded.
Yeah. You had to do it twice.
Oh.
I
Oh
don't.
wait,
I mean,
Nagel.
I
Did
got
Nagel
10.
bless?
Yeah, I got a 10.
oh, you got a 10.
So only
Yeah.
1 would have worked.
I missed that.
Ducky, you keep yours.
All right, keep it,
Are
Ducky.
you sure? You can. Oh, okay, thank you.
That's okay.
All right, so. Yeah, I would have probably created some kind of combat encounter as like a punishment, I guess. That's the only logical thing, I think. Okay, next. Okay, so again, this shrieking and these skull-like entities actually dip down into the trees, and you see them, and they're just heading straight for you. And what I need you to do is test agility, DR10, or lose your footing, taking D2 damage as you're pummeled about by these spectral skulls. And I will reveal card. So Nefel failed. Harga succeeded. Oh dang, Abe really succeeded. Okay, so I guess it's just Nifel who takes D2. 1D2. Man, I wish there was just one. Lucky you.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are
The
cranking through these. What's up?
The far left number, that's our blesses, right?
The white is your bless.
Oh, the white's bless?
Oh, I'm
And the
sorry.
far-
Yeah, you're right. You're right. The gold is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bless. The white is the omen.
Okay, I don't have any bless left. Just letting you know.
You don't have it. You what?
I used my last one, so
All
I
right,
have
let
0.
me remove that then real quick here.
Same. 0 for me.
0 and 0. Wow, this is I think it's the first time we've been to 0 blesses in any game, maybe.
I'm gonna be completely honest and say that I definitely don't pay attention to that. So if you don't take it off, I'm just gonna assume I still have it.
Okay, so next card. Let's see. Okay, so you guys continue on through the forest, but you see something. You see these, it's a circle of monoliths. An ancient ruin bathed in moonlight. There seems to be what appears to be like an entry point. So there's all these independent monoliths going around. However, one of them is somewhat door-shaped. But when you look through, it looks just like a clearing. What would you like to do? Move on or investigate further?
Brum, 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 brum. You hear the hoofbeats.
You hear the wind whistling through the spinal cord as he waves it overhead. So what are you guys gonna do?
Vuvuzela.
What? I didn't hear it.
Vuvuzela. The long thing.
The instrument, the silly instrument.
Oh, okay.
In the World Cup.
Yeah.
Ruin the World Cup.
All right, so what are you guys gonna do? You guys see this ruin off the beaten path. You guys gonna continue forward, or are you going to investigate these monoliths, these stone monoliths?
I'm gonna roll a coin.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna find out.
Cool, Jason
two I
items?
go in.
Maybe.
I go in.
You go in.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk in the center. You guys see this. She passes completely unharmed, looking about. Is anyone else going to follow or just stick around outside?
Is there anything in there?
I'll follow.
Okay. Abe, you pass through as well.
Yeah, I guess I do too.
Okay.
Gah.
Stop.
Yeah.
I stomp my way into the
All right. You carrying your way into this ruin, and I think you're going to be glad you did, because the Doulahan turns to other prey, ending its pursuit. You no
Yeah.
longer hear the hoofbeats of pursuit. Man, there is some pretty fucked up cards coming up. So, some good ones too, though.
Save them for later.
Save them for later. Yeah, I think this is
That's
a cool,
cool way. Yeah.
cool encounter generator, huh? It's just,
Yeah.
it'd be really simple to make too. I think if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could convert that to 5e pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so again, the silence of the Sarkash forest envelops you, and I'm going to discard my entire hand here. What's so funny? Did I? Oh, trapped. Oh wait, Success! All right, let me take the card out. All right, so you guys continue onward. You seem to be growing tired, weary again. It was a long, arduous path, despite the fact that you did find a pool of malevolent liquid that seemed to help you out, actually. And up ahead, you see a burning, it almost looks like a pyre. Very, very apparent in the forest in the darkness. It's hard to see anything but the light and the trees that it's hitting. So, what would you guys like to do as you see this pile of wood burning bright in the black forest?
Do we hear anything?
You just hear the crackle of the fire. That's all you hear from this distance.
Was Nagel actually able to get food?
No. She didn't. She was given quite the bounty. These massive horses. So the way hunting works in Mork Borg is it's like, I think it was however many hit points these creatures have is how many days of rations you get. But she chose to hunt for rabbits and found an undead one. That she
Could have
couldn't
found
kill.
an undead horse as well.
True.
Two
Yeah, true. It could have been. Okay.
undead horses.
So as you guys are standing here, you do see some figures kind of passing in front of the fire, silhouetted against it. They appear to be human, not creatures, as far as you can tell. But you can't make out any features.
Who is sneaky?
You're gonna what?
Who is sneaky?
Who is sneaky? I didn't understand you.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. What is
Who's sneaky?
sneaky skill?
Oh, presence.
I'm not.
I
So-
have a +2.
That would be you.
So another thing you guys notice too is you kind of start surveying your surroundings up ahead around this fire, and you notice that strangely you were able to see the moon light through the trees. Now, however, when you look forward, it's just complete blackness with this roaring fire right in front of you. It's almost as if you're in a void. It's so dark. With the exception of the light in the distance, the fire in the distance.
I don't want to go close. Anybody else?
Why don't you go check it out, boy?
Is it surrounded by trees or is it all open?
Yeah, I mean, you see the light flickering on tree trunks and branches and things like that. But, you know, very quickly after that, it goes to blackness.
I'm gonna attempt to sneak a little closer to get a look.
Okay. Why don't you roll me a presence? Okay. So you sneak forward. And one moment. I'm going to move you somewhere else. Oh wait, let me make sure Fog of War, yes, okay. Alright, Abe. Actually, let me move you guys all here. Because I don't think I can show it other. Oh wait, you know how I can do it? GM view. Alright, so I'm going to activate. I don't know if all you guys can see this or what, but... Oh wait. Damn it, I have another
Many
token.
things. God,
You can
Look
see
away.
things?
look away.
Really?
Yeah.
Very, very, very dimly.
Well, screw it. I'm just gonna move you guys on the map. There we go. Yeah, let's just do it. But we'll just pretend that Abe is the only one making his way here. So let me center this. So Abe, as you get closer, you see this massive pyre just burning brightly. And up ahead is kind of a depression in the earth. And it has 5 wooden posts sticking out of it. You can see just a light catching them. And then you hear footsteps. Walking around in this near this tree to your left. Doesn't seem to spot you though, quite yet. And you do see a hooded man, a cloaked man, by this this post here, and he seems to be kind of rifling around in something. You can't quite tell what he's doing. It's like he's picking stuff up. Maybe he's sifting through some things.
Does it seem like the one who was moving is like on a patrol, or are they just like?
Yeah, the one by the tree looks like he's pacing. He's pacing around like he's, yeah. He's patrolling the area.
Well, something's important enough to be guarded.
And you also see, I think you can see it anyway. Let me zoom out on the map. Yeah. So there is a dim illumination over here. And there's 3 figures, and it appears as if they're sitting around a circular table. And you can see the light from the candle on the table hitting, it looks like there's 2 tents. To the left and right here.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak back and relay that I saw at least 5 people and there's a patrol.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you don't need to roll again. So he relays all this back to you guys.
Doesn't look like a village, does it?
No, I don't believe it is.
Then it is not where we're supposed to be going. Did you see a way around?
No, you didn't. Again, as you kind of got closer, beyond the light of the fire, it's just completely black. It's just strangely black. As if there is something massive blocking the sky.
Maybe we could lure them into the forest, pick them off one by one.
Possibly. Probably not, but possibly.
And you guys are all keeping a safe distance, right? You're in the shadows and okay.
I could try to shoot the one keeping patrol.
Here, take this. And she hands her crossbow and the bolts that she has to Abe.
Okay.
I have a sling for ranged.
Okay.
This one is 1d8.
Oh, yes.
More
Much better.
Yeah.
damage.
So it's a crossbow and 17 bolts.
Right, I'll give you the sling then, which is 1d4.
You have a better eye than I do, anyway.
Oh, Vorpal Tales just got a raid with 19 viewers. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We are playing Mork Borg. The players actually are stumbling through the Starcash Forest. Night has fallen, and they have come to a thank you, Screaming Dragon, for the follow. They've come to a peculiar sight. There is a burning pyre, and some people kind of lurking about. They are unsure of what to do. They are still very ravenous. Their stomachs are almost eating themselves. They're so hungry, strangely hungry. And all they want is a soft pillow for their head. But thanks for joining, everybody. Hopefully you stick around. We'll wrap up at 10 o'clock, so in about 40 minutes. But if you're not familiar with Mork Borg, it is a dark fantasy OSR-style game published by Free League, written by Pelle Nilsson, and all of the artwork is done by Johan Nor. It's a fun little game if you like dark stuff. Oh, there we go. We got the nice chat command. Okay, so anyway, back to it. As you guys, as Abe went to investigate, he relayed all this information back to you. The amount of people he saw was 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you saw. And oh no, sorry, 5. You saw the guy by these posts in this depression. And he was cloaked, as were the ones around the table. However, the one that was kind of on patrol, you did catch a better look of him. He got kind of close to you. And he had a massive two-handed sword on his back. And he was a pretty big fellow.
Is it a Zweihander?
Zweihander, of course. Any excuse to say that. I think any game I play that I have a two-handed sword in or refer to one, it's going to be Zweihander. It's got to be.
Gotta be.
I love that word. Okay, so what are you guys doing here?
Do we want to try and pick them off?
Okay.
Because I have... Yeah?
I mean, it's...
Are we trying to kill them? Sneak around?
Your call. It's your call.
We could make a distraction and then sneak past after that.
Okay, it just moves them all.
Just start throwing femurs.
Because I have 1 serving of spider owl soup, which allows 1 person to see in darkness and climb on walls for 30 minutes.
Interesting.
So we could give 1 person all the bolts.
So
Maybe
you're gonna
a backup
give
crossbow.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
Oh,
That's a cool. I like your guys' tactic. Your guys' tactics. It's awesome.
Oh, Roach, how we miss you.
I have a book of boiling blood. So I could read
Oh,
if things get was
shit.
weird.
Night vision.
And if I didn't describe anything, or if you'd like me to re-describe anything, let me know.
We just buff Abe.
Buff Abe. Abe's your tank.
Buff Abe. Abe goes running.
The pale one from another realm. Who
Can I
eats
stare
dirt.
at him and just start climbing up walls?
Yeah, even Abe can't get enough dirt. He's still hungry. And like I'll remind you guys are getting extremely tired. The flight from the Dulahan was a long one.
Fight, kill, sleep.
Yeah, you guys could also attempt. Drow, you will maybe find out shortly. We shall see.
Does this? Because I've been to the village.
And yeah, you have been. Yeah. Iron, yes. If they only had a sacrificial ally NPC, that would be awesome. Too bad Roach wasn't still around. He'd probably go check it out. Or send some cockroaches.
Right?
So
Yeah.
Harga, why don't you roll me a presence? Why don't you? Yeah, let's do a presence check here. As you guys are thinking about what to do.
I'm not gonna bless it. Famous last words. Oh, okay. Okay.
So Harga,
16.
as Abe relays all this information, you're kind of looking about, and despite the near utter darkness, hey Omega TV, thank you for the follow. You do feel that this is, in fact, the land of the surrounding land of the village that you have been to a few times. But it doesn't feel right. It feels changed. You do recall it being surrounded by trees, but the sky was relatively open. And there was a creek running down the center of it. But as I said, it's just so black. Blacker than night. Beyond the raging fire.
Are there any dead bodies nearby?
Do you want to just like look around outside, like away from this?
Yep.
Let's say, yeah. Why don't you give me a presence? I'm gonna up the difficulty though. I'm gonna say that it's a 14. Let's say it's a 14 because yeah, you are familiar with this area. The Sarkash is an unforgiving place, so there are odds of there being dead bodies around here.
I'm gonna bless it. Which means
All right,
I have
of course
one
you.
blessed left.
One blessed left. Wait, you do?
Yeah.
No, I have. Why do I have 4? Have I been forgetting the?
Because I've been succeeding, but I say I blessed before I succeeded.
Okay, so this will put you at 0. So I will.
No, this will put me at 1.
Oh, at 1. Okay.
Yeah. So after this, I have.
I'm
one
terrible
blessed
at
left.
keeping track of that stuff.
So fingers crossed, close the eyes, click the button. All right, 13. Plus a
Ooh,
d4.
can't you do it?
I somehow made 14.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Nice. Just barely. Okay. You do find a body. You actually find it because you hear something gnawing on it. And as you approach, a bunch of rats kind of scurry away, and it is a corpse.
Okay.
Human
I'm going
corpse.
to drag the corpse even further away
Okay.
and pull out a scroll.
Oh shit. What is happening? Okay, you pull out a scroll.
And I attempt to cast Whispers Past the Gate.
And what does that do? Remind the chat and remind me, because I don't know.
I just made it little. Hold on. Ask 3 questions to a deceased creature.
Oh shit. Okay. Nice.
We're hacking the game, you guys.
I love it. No, this is great. This is great.
I gather everyone around and I explain what the scroll does. And I say,
This is cool. This is cool.
if we can ask them 3 questions, hopefully they answer genuinely. What would we want to know?
So you just need to roll a, or if you guys want to RP this out, go for it.
What do you think I should ask? Should this work?
Did they die?
They die. Okay. That's a good one. Give us
And the dead,
insight.
who cares? They're close to these people, and we should find out if they know who's in charge or what their intentions are.
What are they guarding?
Oh, yes. Smart. Okay.
Or if there's another way around?
Wouldn't it be a fucking trip if this was the dude that gave the necklaces? Because, sure. All right. Well, I'll start with what are they guarding?
Bunch of rabbits.
Guarding. What are they guarding?
Okay, so you need to. Did you roll to actually use the
Not yet.
scroll? Yeah.
Okay.
So we need to see
Presence.
if Harga can succeed at using this power.
See if I can do it. Come on. But yeah.
Oh shit!
Worth it, worth it, worth it.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, what would you like to ask this corpse?
What are the people guarding here?
The Order of the Black Wind.
I'm going to look over at them. I'm like,
It doesn't sound. Oh, I mean, I guess it speaks, right? It's not like in your head, right?
yeah.
Okay, so you guys hear this corpse speak. Its jaw like pops, and it says, "The Order of the Black Wind."
I have any idea what that is.
No, you've never heard of it. None of you have. You know,
They're
however,
guarding the Order of the Black Wind, or they are the Order of the Black Wind?
they are the Order of the Black Wind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are. And yeah, but you guys know that all kinds of heretical movements, you know, pop up often, so chances are you haven't heard of all of them.
What is the purpose of the Order of the Black Wind?
It says the body says they seek to help those who wish to die. And you got one more question, right?
Uh-huh. And I look over questioningly to others.
Well, we know.
Are visitors welcomed or killed?
Welcomed.
A fucking liar.
He just said that they'd help people kill themselves, so they're probably welcomed and killed.
Yes, but in Mork Borg, isn't suicide like
Yes.
super taboo?
Yes, suicide, you guys all know this, it is heretical. So according to the basilisks, the two and two-headed basilisks, they wish all of humanity to see the apocalypse. They want them to face the end, despite the fact that many do not want to. And so suicide is a heretical act in their eyes.
And this is from the Basilisk?
Yeah, the basilisks. Yeah, the Order of the Basilisks. Yeah. Yeah, you don't like them, Nephil. You're like, fuck them.
Yeah.
Well, slightly illuminating, if it was honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
More information than we had before. Sort of.
Stranger soup.
Well, maybe they'll let us pass.
Perhaps.
You guys stand here deliberating. The night's growing colder. Your bones and muscles are growing more and more tired. What would you like to do?
Walk an hour away and sleep.
Andy asked, do the two-headed basilisks have any prophecies or telling about what the afterlife is like? No, not that I know of. I think it's just a dark nothingness, I believe. I don't think there is an afterlife in this game. Well, I mean, I guess that's up to anybody to make up if they want to, but that seems a little too hopeful for Mork Borg.
I mean, it seems there's nothing else we can do but approach them and discover the consequences.
Most likely. Perhaps they still have this person we're trying to find. Perhaps he runs it.
Hey, Iron Fella, thanks for the follow, man.
What was his name again?
Silas.
Let's go.
Holds on to her sack of shit. Starts trudging in that direction.
Okay.
Would you
where-
like your crossbow back?
No, you keep it. I'm not nimble enough to use it effectively anyway.
All right. So, where are you guys going exactly? Are you guys just headed straight for the fire, or are you headed for these three over out to the side? To the patrolman? Where would you like to go?
We're gonna make our presence known. We might as well make it now.
I'd like to be warm when I am killed. Head for the pyre.
Yes.
I'll have a scroll very close at hand.
Okay. Is anybody else readying anything in case anything happens?
I'll
have-
have. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just gonna say I have my hand on my sword.
Okay.
I think I still have the shovel. Maybe I'll just hold the shovel.
Okay.
Because I don't want to look like I have a crossbow, like ready to hit him. But like, I don't know, shovel's not that intimidating.
Okay. So you do this. You guys, all of you step into the light of the fire. You feel the warmth. It feels quite cozy. Makes you even more tired. And as this happens, this patrolman, this guard, he seems to spot you, the one you saw, Ducky. And he walks into the light. And as he walks into the light, I can just show you. This is what he looks like. He has a
Yep.
skull-like helmet on where you can see just his eyes just glimmering in the fire. And as I said, he has this massive sword on his back. He has his hand on its hilt. He doesn't have it drawn yet, though. But he's quite a big fellow. And he approaches you and he says, "Are you here for the black salt wind? Are you a disciple?"
They are searching for a man named Silas. I do not know if he is a member of your group.
He pauses for a moment and kind of thinks about it. "There is no man by that name here."
A previous name, then.
"No." "Do you seek shelter, or do you seek the black salt wind? The breath of the gorge?"
I look at my compatriots.
No, Arvon, they will not turn you into a mask. Shut up.
I think we just want a nice place to rest for the night, if possible.
"We will offer you rest, refuge from the night. Follow me."
Yeah.
So you follow this guy. He starts heading over to these. Let me close all this out here. Why does it show up twice? So he leads you over to this table where there are three. God damn it. Where there. I gotta kill that other token. Where there are three men sitting. They're all cloaked. Their hoods are concealing their faces. You can catch like a little bit of their features in the candlelight. And one of them turns to face you. And this guy is, I can also show you. Show token. Show players. So you see this guy. And he has a staff at his side. Very furry cloak. His face though is what you really notice the most, and reflecting in the candlelight, it just looks badly burned, terribly burned. And but not only is the flesh scarred, he seems to be just kind of covered in what looks like soot. And you guys also notice this as you kind of look around and gather yourselves. The grass around where you stand is very black. At first you think it is, in fact, just the black soil of the forest. But it appears to be something else. And he stands up. And he kind of limps over to you. And his breathing is very labored. He's just kind of... we have guests. Welcome to the Black Salt Gorge. My name is Vimut. I am the priest. What is it you seek? A bed for the night or something more grand?
A bed.
Do you have on offer?
Oh, I have an offer. Would you like to follow me, my child? There is always room for more.
What is this black salt wind your men speak of?
It is the very breath of the gods. It is what saved me.
Yes, you seem to be doing quite well.
Oh, you have no idea.
When you say gods, who is it that you mean?
I have not seen them. I have heard their voices. They whispered these sores from my flesh, the poison from my veins. And so, I have remained here to help others who seek the end. Heretics, they call us, but we show the way. We give these poor souls what they want. An end.
Have you ever heard of Nost, the god of panic?
I love it. I can't say that I've heard of him. But I am not well-traveled. Please, have a seat. We have all the time in the world. And he actually offers you his seat, and you can see him, he sort of hobbles away from his chair, and he kind of gestures to the other two men, and they move away as well, offering you a seat at this table.
Well, thoughtful of you. Thank you. Arco will sit down.
Okay, you guys all sit around on this table. There's nothing at all on it except a single burning candle. But you guys do find yourself between these two tents. And off in the, kind of against this rocky wall that you can see now that you're up closer, is just some, looks like meager supplies of things. Bags of, sacks of food possibly, barrels, You don't quite know what's inside. And this guy, he walks around and he starts chatting with some of these other guys, and they shuffle away into behind this tent over here. And he returns.
Comfortable, I hope.
Yes, my feet enjoy not being walking.
Tell me, what brought you here? Do you seek the end like the others?
I think the opposite. I think we in fact seek a new beginning.
Interesting.
So these two guys, they come back, and they are actually serving some food for you. It's just some cheese and bread. Kind of stale, moldy. You can tell that this group doesn't have much. And they lay these plates down in front of you, step away. And the burned man, the disfigured man, he says,
Please, eat. None of us can seem to fill our bellies anymore. But we try. Maybe you'll have better luck.
And as you guys are sitting here, you hear a sound of like howling wind at first. Then it almost sounds like a swarm. And then it dies down. And it sounds like it's coming behind you. To the east. And you can see this man, he looks up, stares into that distance, and he smiles calmly before regarding you again. Are you guys going to eat or anything else?
Harga's eating.
Okay. Yeah, it tastes okay to you, Harga. It actually tastes pretty damn good, despite the fact that it's stale and old. All of it. You haven't eaten food like this in some time. Even better than the rats. So.
Yeah. I felt like eat
Okay.
as well.
All right, you guys all sit around and eat. And time passes. And this man here, the man with the two-handed sword, the Zweihander, he kind of perks up and then moves south into the distance. And he returns.
Master, we have another.
And he's just very gently leading this young girl, probably of about, I don't know, 12 or 13, 14 maybe. She's very frail, and on her flesh is just riddled with sores, and she can hardly stand up. You can hear her ragged breathing, and it's even more ragged than this man who's been speaking to you. And he approaches her, he gets down on his knees, and he takes her hands in his, and his back is to you, but it almost appears as if he's weeping. And he's whispering something to her. You can't quite make it out. And when he stands up and moves aside, you can see her just beaming, right? When she walked out of the darkness through these trees, she was just completely devastated looking. Her face was just haggard and drooping, but now she looks more alive than ever, despite the wounds all over her flesh. And one of these men in the cloaks leads her away into the darkness. And he approaches this guy here, the soldier, and says, another. So pleased. And you'd probably see this guy smile if you could see his face. So you guys all witness this as you're eating. And he approaches the table again, as if nothing at all has happened. I trust it's good food. We don't have much. Hopefully, it's enough.
Anything is better than nothing, thank you.
Do
How
we feel satiated at all by this? I'm sorry.
Somewhat, yeah, somewhat. You still have that deep hunger in you, and it's more powerful than ever. But you are somewhat satiated by the meal, enough to perhaps at least let you sleep.
How do you let others know of your goals here?
Goals, they always find us. Always find us.
You do not actively recruit, then?
No. It started with me. Just me. And I found another. And another. Who was cured by the wind. Chose life of servitude. But we help others find the end.
Do you kill them or do they kill themselves?
Well, we lead them to salvation, and the black salt wind takes care of the rest. Tomorrow, you shall see. You shall witness the power of this gorge. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for the raid. It looks like some people stuck around, so I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you, McGlintlock, for the amazing Foundry module, Mork Borg, as well as Heimat der Katastrophe. I'll get it right one of these days. And Noel, of course, for composing the Mork Borg soundtrack, which we have permission to use. So go check out their Dungeon Synth. Go check out McGlintlock's Glumdark roll tables. If you're looking for some gloomy weirdness, random tables for your RPGs. So, now let's look for someone to raid.
So, also make sure to check us out on Mondays for our Mythic Odysseys of Theros games run by Evil Annie XO, who's here in the chat. And on Wednesdays, I run Dark Kingdoms, which is our evil campaign set in 5th edition. Both Theros and Dark Kingdoms are 5th edition. Thursday, with Jason, I'm probably pointing the wrong direction, is...
Kinda, you were kinda right. You're sort of, yeah.
Is, I think, perpetually going to be our not D&D night, which has been very, very fun. So we have some interesting things in the works to look forward to with that, as well as sometime, it sounds like potentially Saturday the 24th, we will be finally accomplishing one of our many
follower goals.
Right? Follower goals. Yes, I think it was like our 150 or something, or 100.
Man. We're not behind at all. Yeah.
Or it was the channel point goal. We're going to be running Tomb of Mercy, written by Sirs of Victory and published by Kobold Press. It is a Death Trap dungeon, second in a series along with Necropolis of the Mailed Fist, which we have run before as well, not on stream, but on a different one. So if you want to check out the preps for that, you can check my stream out, Melee After Dark, mornings, usually Monday, Wednesday, and then sometimes some other days as well. Is there a non-Portuguese?
There's got to be another. Yeah, we should just raid Critical Role, right?
Yep,
They only have
absolutely.
35,000 viewers right now.
That's it. That's pretty. That's
That's
kind
it.
of down for them.
So, I mean, it's not Critical Role, it's Exandria Unlimited.
Oh,
And they're taking a break between campaigns.
Why don't we?
hey Jerry, do you want our YouTube channel? Is that what you're asking for? I just saw a linked channel. Oh, Ryan's. Yeah, of course.
There you go.
At Melee After Dark. That is where you can find Ryan himself doing all kinds of things.
Lots of prep.
Lots of prep,
Yeah,
lots of
it's
gaming.
a lot of. Yeah.
PC
sometimes
building?
I do less Destiny. I sound like not.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah. I rage a lot. I rage a lot in
It's
Destiny because
brilliant.
Destiny is just a terrible game. So I think that's it. Does anybody have anything else? Do we have the Jess's dungeon coming up sometime after Tomb?
Yep.
I don't know, do we?
All right.
Sometime.
Sometime after Tomb.
Sometime after July 24th, Jess will run something.
Yep.
There you go. All right. And if that's it, then I have a raid lined up.
That is it, yeah. So everybody stick around for the raid.
Thanks so much
Thanks
for being here.
again. Yeah, thanks again for hanging out. It's always a blast. Thanks to the players as well.
Good to drop those evil raids.
Yeah, don't forget the evil raids. I wish there was like a hotkey for it.
But for the raids?
Like if I didn't have to just click, 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 click.
Oh,
either
I can
way.
create a command as long as we keep archive bot subbed up. We can just create a command that you can copy paste.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Cool.
Yeah,
all right,
super
everybody.
cool credits, guys.
Yeah, time to roll the credits to thank all of you people, all the new followers, all the people who got some blesses and some omens for these players because they need it. I have yet to use a Bane because I'm too nice. I don't know. Or maybe I just want to see the end of this thing. Either way, maybe next session. We shall see. So thanks again, everybody. Check out our classy creds, as L2 likes to say, and we will see you next Thursday for part 3 of Gorge.